up? Let's get it popping. Y'all know what time it is. Smash that like button when you come in. Okay, hit the notification bell, like the video, share the video. Please leave a comment after you watch the video. All right, Cash App Soul Mirror 29, PayPal Suicide Ace 29. You already know what the vibes is. Let's go. 6-year-old girl in Washington is fatally shot while riding scooter. The scooter in the national capital on Friday night also left 5 adults wounded, according to the police, who pleaded with the public for help. Okay. Washington, the 6-year-old girl was killed. 5 adults were wounded late night shooting on Friday, horrifying residents of the neighborhood and frustrating investigators who pleaded with the public to help them catch those responsible. At a news conference on Saturday evening, city leaders mourned the loss of young life, identifying the girl who was killed as Nia Courtney, who would have started the first grade in the fall. She had been riding her scooter on the sidewalk when she was shot. I'm heartbroken, said Robert J. County, the chief of the Metropolitan Police Department. He said those responsible were cowards who came into that community without any regard for human life, adding, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Police said shots had been fired from a gray sedan that quickly fled the scene. Naya was pronounced dead upon arrival at the hospital. The 5 adults who were wounded did not have life-threatening injuries, the police said. Officials implied that the shooting had resulted from a personal dispute, but said they could not confirm the motive. Police officers were already near the scene at the time, officials said, noting that the officer had stepped out of the car 35 seconds after the first shot was fired. That shot should tell you the brassiness of the individual involved, Chief Conti said. Gunfire was reported at 11:11 p.m. near an intersection in Capitol South Quadrant. Mashan M. Benedict, the department's executive assistant chief of police, said at the separate news briefing earlier Saturday that officers had heard gunshots on Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue, had rushed to the scene. Speaking with anger and urgency, officials pleaded with the community to take responsibility to help make their neighborhood safer. Nyla was killed. Somebody else could be killed tonight, Mayor Muriel Browser said. It's also very important that while we look at the killers of Nyla, we also prevent the next murder. And this is within our sphere of influence of community. A team of officers organized a bike patrol in addition to about a dozen patrol cars that were stationed in the area. But police leaders made it clear that increased patrols would not be enough. I need calls, Chief Conti said. I need tips. Send me some smoke signals. Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue is lined with retail shops, including the convenience store and a liquor store. But the main thoroughfare branches off into narrow tree-lined streets with hundreds of homes behind chain-link fencing. As early evening set in and a light rain fell, a bouquet of balloons tied to the street corner in remembrance of shooting victim had grown to several dozens. Novella Holiday, who lives near where the shooting occurred, said she had not been surprised by the violence. During the day, the shops and the sidewalks along the avenue are largely filled with families, most with young children, but night shootings are common, he said. It saddened me, Miss Holiday said on the Saturday morning as she sat on her front porch. She said since she had moved into her home 4 years ago, she had heard gunshots many times. It is very disturbing, Miss Holiday said. If I had it my way, guns would disappear. Ephraim Kasey, the longtime owner of Melon Mart, a convenience store a block from where the shooting happened, he had known Naya, who called him Curly. She had a sister who was 4 or 5 years old. He said, I don't know how they're going to explain to her where her sister went. A shooting left several residents with a sense of despair over how to curb the violence. Some noted that the shooting had happened on a block from where a patrol car had been parked. This issue isn't a lack of police presence, said Salim Adolfo, who is chairman of the Adversary Neighborhood Commission. The issue is that people don't care. Homicide rates in large U.S. cities last year were up more than 30% on average, according to Criminologist. With coronavirus pandemic restrictions receding across the country, police departments have been concerned about the potential for a rise in violence in this summer. But in Washington, data from the Metropolitan Department that indicates that as Friday, the number of homicides so far this year is 101, exactly the same as what same it was in part in 2020. All right. Very sad situation. I always have a dislike for people who shoot in a crowd and just shoot, and don't know if a kid is there. Innocent people get hit. Like if you, I don't know. I never liked that at all. I never liked it. But people gonna do what they want to do. It's very sad, very unfortunate, man. It sucks. It sucks that a young life is lost because somebody is mad at an adult. You're mad at another adult, and so now you end up taking the life of somebody who has nothing to do with anything. Makes no damn sense. We don't know who was arguing. We don't know what it was about. But the little girl had nothing to do with that. And you know how people they'll just see, oh, I see my op and just start shooting. Don't even know who around there, who in the car. They don't care, man. That's my take on this, man. Very sad. Very sad. I hope they do catch those people. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, man. You know what time it is. Cash App Soul Mirror 29, PayPal Suicide 829. I'm out.